Welcome back to Yvonne Winifred, my beautiful fashionistas. Today's tutorial is the sewing part of this beautiful tube top. We've already drafted the pattern. The video is already up on the channel. You can check it out. And today's tutorial is all about the sewing, especially because this is a stretchy fabric. So now guys, this is the fabric. Remember I told you it was a dress before. So the downer part of the dress I had never worn it because it was short, it was not fitting well. I decided to just change it into something beautiful since the fabric is so nice and good quality. So now flipping to the wrong side, I'm getting the midpoint of one of the sides, like the front side of this fabric. So folding it together or folding it into two, this is what I have. So I'm bringing my center front pattern. I'm going to pin it, but making sure that on top I have half an inch as sewing allowance, and at the sides also, even at the bottom. But guys, since this is a stretchy fabric, I can even do away with the side seam allowances, but I decided to add them just to have a relaxed fit. But if you want, depending on the stretch of your fabric, you can do away with those side seam allowances, but at the top please add your allowance, and at the bottom. So after that center front piece, I'm also pinning the side front piece, and I'm adding just half an inch here at the sides and anyways, everywhere I just add half an inch. But I think even if I didn't add the side seam allowances, it would be okay because this is a stretchy fabric. When it comes to stretchy fabrics, guys, don't add allowance. If you do, it will be loose on you. But also that depends on the stretch. If it is too stretchy, the fabric, if the fabric is too stretchy, you can even just subtract half an inch from your exact measurement, and you don't even add sewing allowance. So guys, these are my side pieces, center front, and I'll be sewing on the side, like joining those three, just as you've seen me showing you. Anyways, after that I used the remaining fabric to cut out my back pieces. So this is the first one, but before this center back piece, I marked off like half an inch, or I just left half an inch, and that is where I'm going to start sewing. But guys, something that I forgot at the center back is to remove the zipper bulge. Please remove it. I forgot, and it was showing. So remove your zipper bulge at the waistline of the center back. From the center back, go in by like half an inch, and also at the bottom, go in by like half an inch, and then connect up to the starting point, and by that you'll be removing the zipper bulge. So guys, also after that I added half an inch everywhere, like on the sides and the top, half an inch as the sewing allowance. But remember I told you I would even have done away with that sewing allowance because the fabric was stretchy. So after that, please mark your pieces. So for this center back, remember we've separated it into two, or divide it into two parts. Then these are the side back pieces also. So that is it. We'll be joining each two together. So these two will go together. You just join by half an inch starting from the top to bottom. So for me, I love pinning them right away so that you don't confuse them. So that is it. At the sewing machine, you sew by half an inch, and that will be all. So Even these are like front pieces, we'll be sewing by 1/2 inch. So let's take them to the sewing machine and come back. So guys, this is it after the sewing. I've finished joining, as you see. For the hemline, I just used what was like the hem that was available, but at some point the pieces were not connecting, so I ended up unhemming and then rejoining again. And guys, after my joining, I pushed the seam allowance on one side and top stitched to give us kind of like that beautiful finishing that we always see on denim pieces, on denim tops, kind of like a corset effect. And it was beautiful, so I'm going to repeat it even for this other side and also even for the front piece. Just push your seam allowance inside on one side and then sew by like 1/2 inch by top stitching. So this is the front also. I think you're seeing how this kind of, anyway, not kind of, are you seeing how the bustier is forming? Yes, but it is not relaxed well. So on this side I'll be making some small cuts to relax that stitching so that it comes out very beautiful. Wherever we have like a curve, we'll make those small cuts at the seam allowance on the inside to relax our seam. And before the cutting, guys, I have to still, just as I did for the back, I'll just top stitch by like 1/2 inch or close to 1/2 inch after pushing the sewing allowance or the seam allowance on one side to give us that kind of a corset effect, since this is beautiful denim fabric. So guys, I'm going to take my pieces back to the sewing machine and do that. And also, if you want to shape your hemline, you can do that. Mine ended up being like, the back ended up being longer than the front, as you see there, and I contemplated on cutting it out or even just leaving it out, and I went with leaving it. So the back will be longer than the front, which is okay. So guys, I'll be joining the sides also, as you've seen, and now we have to finish also the top pieces, and with the top part, or kind of what we have now as the neckline. So to finish that, you can use this same fabric and cut bias strips or straps, or if you have bias, use that. Now guys, after sewing, this is what I have. You see, I pushed the allowance on one side, and on the right side I just top stitched to have that effect, and this is what I have. I like it, I love it, it's nice. And also guys, always serge your pieces, serge your fabric, serge your top, serge everywhere, like overlock if you have an overlocker with you. So this is it. I've unhemmed the front, as you see, but after I'll just double fold and still run a straight stitch. So now after like that corset effect, guys, now I can do the small cuttings to relax this part of the breast, you see, so that it is relaxed well. Because of the fabric, guys, I didn't even need to add like pads or padding or even like cups. It really came out so beautiful that you can even do away with putting on a bra. So now guys, to finish this neckline part, I've gone ahead to cut this Ankara piece that I'm going to be using to finish that part properly. So you can either use right sides facing each other and sew by 1/2 inch. This entire piece, by the width is close to 2 inches. It's like 1 inch and 3/4 that I'm working with, and the length is that entire measurement. You can even first sew it on the wrong side, right side facing the wrong side, then push it to the right side of your top and fold in like this by 1/2 inch, and then you top stitch so that you have that Ankara effect on your right side or on top, or do the other first part that I showed you. Even for the back pieces, guys, we are going to repeat the same. If you still have this fabric, use it. If you want to, use some other fabric, do that. So guys, me, I ended up using with these Ankara pieces. I sewed them from the outside towards the inside so that they were on the inside. They were kind of hidden. And after finishing the neckline part properly, guys, I'll just join by 1/2 inch on either sides, just 1/2 inch. But as I told you in the first part, I ended up joining by 1 inch because after measuring I was having too much, maybe because I underestimated the stretch of this fabric, and also at the upper bust measurement or at the chest line I would have used the upper bust measurement instead of the exact bust measurement because I ended up with excess. So guys, now at the sewing machine, this is it. I'm just going to fold in. I've sewn this kind of bias strap or piece. Oh guys, something I have to tell you: when you're cutting these bias strips or straps or bias tape kind of, please cut them diagonally, not straight. Cut them on a bias diagonally, not straight, especially the one for the front, because we have that sweetheart neckline effect. If it is so straight, sewing it together will disturb you, but if you cut it diagonally, it won't disturb you. So after joining it, this is the front piece now at the sewing machine. I'm just going to turn it to the inside, fold once like this, and then fold again like this, so that on the outside here on the right side you're only seeing this quadro denim fabric, but not the Ankara. But if you want the Ankara to show, start your sewing from the inside towards the outside, but the right side of the bias should be facing the wrong side of your top. After that, I'll just be hemming the bottom part by double folding. So this is it, guys. After this, all this joining, I cannot show you the sewing everything together, guys, because this video would end up being like an hour-long video. And if that's what you want, you can reach out to me. If you really want every detail, you can reach out to me, but that can be at a fee on Telegram. I can make you that entire tutorial or video so that you see everything, but that comes at a fee on Telegram. And guys, I'm just going to now join the sides. As you see, join the sides by 1/2 inch that I added when I was cutting. And after all that, this is what I have. So you see, so simple, so nice, so beautiful. So guys, never say you don't have fabric. Use what you have in your closet. Use what you have, as long as the fabric is still in good quality. So I've hemmed, I've joined the sides, and I've finished all these parts together. So for this part, I'm just going to fold in this allowance so that it is neat around that part. Just there, I'll just fold in this excess at the back, then run a top stitch, that simple top stitch up to where the front starts. So now this is it. so far. Next is adding the zipper and the top will be ready, guys. It will be very ready. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment in the comment section, or if you're having any corrections, any additions, any supplements, any easy ways that you use to make your bustiers or tube tops or strapless tops, please share with us in the comment section. And also, if you end up making your own top, tag me on Instagram at Yvonne Winifred UG. So guys, the zipper you're supposed to use is the zipper that opens up into two. So this is the zipper that I have. It opens up into two. Remember, at the center back we left 1 inch as zipper allowance. So I'm going to fold in 1 inch by 1 inch, and I'll start sewing from that downer part going upwards on one side, making sure that dark blue part is hidden and we only see the zipper teeth. So here at the end you have to make sure that this zipper, this holder, is pushed down. Then you cut off like the excess, leaving like about 1 inch or 1.5 inches that you're going to push inside here when you're finishing this upper part of your back piece, so that when you close your zipper it does not unravel. So even the other side, fold by 1 inch and start your sewing from down going upwards. And this is it, guys, after the zipper is joined to the top. And guys, I love the outcome. Everything just came out so nice, so beautiful. I love the top. If you didn't know, in the first part I shared that this was a top, this was a dress, that the fitting was just crazy. It was short, yet I loved the fabric. So the top part of the dress ended up being a coat, and that downer part, which was even like gathered, so it was enough fabric. I used it to make this top, and the top came out really nice, guys, really nice. I love the color, I love everything. I love that simple neckline, like the sweater neckline. I love the bustier part, like around the breasts. It came out so beautiful that you can go away with the bra. As you see here, I'm putting it on without even a bra, but you can always add your bras, so so that your breasts sit properly. So at the sides, guys, I ended up with excess and I had to remove it. Why? It's made because instead of using this bust measurement along the chest line, remember the chest line is upper here, I would have used this upper bust measurement. So maybe use your upper bust measurement instead of the bust measurement that is supposed to be here around the nipple. So this is it. And also for the back, guys, or anyways, even along the hip line, depending on where your top ends, if it ends are like just at the lower waist, use that instead of using the hip measurement. So at the back here, I think you're seeing that bulge. I had to go along the waistline. I had to go in by 1/2 inch to remove that zipper bulge. So guys, this is the upper part of my outfit today. So I cropped it. It was really short. Like the upper part of the dress was really short, so it ended up being this cropped jacket. And that bottom piece, as I've said, we have now a bustier, and I love the two together. I've restyled my dress. You can also go ahead and restyle yours too. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. You can go ahead and comment below anything that you feel like saying. Thank you so much for supporting Ihon Winifred UG for all even the years. Thank you so much for the growth